The Love Bug is a Disney Herbie film from 1997. This is directed by Peyton Reed. It's written by Ryan Rowe, and we have a cast including Bruce Campbell, John Hannah, Alexandra Wentworth, and various others. And Wikipedia eloquently describes this as part remake and part sequel. That's part remake of the 1968 Love Bug film and also part sequel to Herbie Goes Bananas. And I feel like, and this is just my guess, there could be confirmation on this online, but I feel like they were maybe trying to relaunch the Love Bug and Herbie films. And there is one more, but quite a few years after this one. So I don't know if things went exactly as they planned, but the film itself, it's fine. If you've never seen any of the other Herbie films, it's an okay experience. It's a fun film about a car that has a mind of its own, and I'll talk more about the narrative in a moment. But if you've seen the other Herbie films, I don't really think it offers anything fresh or different or unique. And again, it just doesn't feel necessary. So that makes me wonder if they were trying to maybe relaunch the Herbie films by doing a formula that worked, as with the 1968 Love Bug film, but obviously nothing came immediately after this. The film is, of course, about Herbie, a car with a mind of its own, and Simon comes into ownership of Herbie, and there is a race, but I won't say too much about that. And, well, there's not much else to it, to be honest. There are some character relationships, there are some tensions between certain characters, and in general, there is nothing wrong with the film. The pacing's maybe not the best. I think they stretched it out a little more than they needed to. The film's not tremendously long, it's about an hour and a half, but there is quite a bit of fluff. It did take a while for anything interesting to happen, so the pacing isn't amazing, but the narrative itself is fine. The characters are likeable or well written. The performances are really good. Herbie looks great. So in general, it's an okay film. And as I said, if you've never seen any of the other Herbies or The Love Bug, then it's a fun film about a car that does its own thing. It's a decent concept. But as I said, if you've seen the other films, it's not so much that this isn't as good as the others, it's simply that it doesn't feel different enough to warrant its existence, which again makes me believe maybe they were trying to relaunch the films at this point. So it's fine. If you liked the other films, check it out. You might enjoy it. If you don't care for the other films, I think it's safe to say you probably won't like this one, as apart from obviously different cast and characters, it doesn't really offer anything unique or fresh or different. So it's a fine film. It's okay. I didn't love it. I didn't mind watching it. It's not the strongest Herbie film, but in the same way, it's kind of similar to the others, so it's not too different. The pacing is really the only issue. As I said, it does drag out longer than it needed to. So in general, the 1997 The Love Bug film is okay. If you liked the others, definitely check it out. If you haven't seen the others, you could watch this one first, absolutely, but I'd say maybe watch them chronologically if you can. I feel like that would just be the better experience. But nevertheless, if you want to watch this one, you absolutely can. You don't need to have seen any of the others to follow this one. Not a bad film, not amazing. I don't think it needed to exist, but I don't mind having watched it. And if you're curious, then I'd say it's maybe worth watching.